Hello, my friend. Welcome to a live chat. Thank you so much for being here. If you're joining me live, thank you so much for taking time out of your morning to be here, depending on what time zone you're in. Probably most of you, it's morning. Thank you for being here. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you again for being here and for taking time out of your day. This is going to be an interesting chat. I would love to kind of pick your brain on what you all think about the new trailer for the Jeffree Star series that he's doing with Shane Dawson. Supposedly it's 9 parts. And you know, Shane's videos are at least an hour, sometimes pushing 2. They're like little movies in themselves. They're pretty epic as far as the time. I mean, so we're looking at like a mini series is what we're looking at, which is we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it and why I'm getting a little like about it, and I want to know how you feel. But before we talk about Shane and Jeffree and their upcoming series and whatever else we want to chat about, let's go ahead and say a quick hello to the people that are here live in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, also known as our romper room moment. My husband is slowly moving the mic in. We're still trying to figure out the mic situation. We got the sound volume up, but now we're getting a little because I'm getting so close to the mic. So every week we're trying to make it a little bit better. We're getting there. All right. So good morning to Debbie Green. Love you, girlfriend. Good to see you. Crystal Lynn Richardson is here. Quirky Beauty and Shelby Lee, Consumer Doll, and Stephanie Loves Makeup, Pugs, and More is here. My girl, Flory Sparks on the mend and here. Flory is doing well. She was going through some health issues and now she's doing well. I also want to give you an update on our fabulous reporter, Terry Lee, that we had done a live stream quite a while ago where we had done the super chat and we donated to Terry Lee's cancer treatment. She's been a longtime member of the community. It's helped out on What's Up Makeup forever. She had to take leave from helping on What's Up Makeup because she was struggling with cancer. And I would love to tell you that she is currently cancer free. So really, really excited for Terry Lee. She's doing really, really well. And a lot of that is thanks to, the support, of course, of her family, her doctors and everything. But thank you to everybody who donated to help Terry Lee with her medical bills, that she's doing very well. So I wanted to update you on that. Flory's doing great too. I just love, it breaks my heart when you hear that someone's going through something, but then when they make it through to the other side and they're doing well, it's like, yes. Wonderful, wonderful news. All right. So, what is it? Oh, I'm going to try to pronounce this. Pustart? I'm trying. Good morning to you, my friend Latina and Julio down by the schoolyard here. Snape's Honey is here. I haven't seen you in a bit, so good to see you back, unless I've just probably missed you when you've been here. Farrah is here, Crystal and Frasier, and Liz Plowman. How long ago, Liz, did you win a giveaway? Like 4 or 5 years ago? That's how I remember Liz, and she won a giveaway many, many years ago. And if I did not say good morning to you, good morning to you. All right, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the beautiful world of Jeffree Star. So, of course, I have watched, let me just preface this by saying I have watched all of Shane's series since the Graveyard Girl one. That was where I discovered Shane. And I have to tell you, my favorite one was probably the conspiracy theory one with the pizza, with, the pizza spot, the kids' pizza spot, whatever it's called. Chuck E. Cheese. That was my favorite of the series that I've watched by Shane. And I am looking forward to watching this, but it also makes me a bit nervous. And I did tweet about this and people are like, well, why are you nervous if it doesn't have to do with you? It's not like he's going to mention you. Yes, I know he's not going to mention me. That's not what it's about. Okay. So, we went through a lot. We've gone through a lot in the past, year. He's been through a lot. Jeffree's been through a lot. Everybody's been through a lot. My mom's texting me. I'll text her back. She's coming over for dinner tonight, so she was just sending me something. The community's been through a lot, and there are people that, like you all know, I'm not friends with Tati, but I'm friendly with Tati, and seeing that they're going to even mention the thing that happened with James and Tati, I think that was where my nerves came from. It's just, I just don't want to see her have to go through that all over again. I think that was the big trigger of nerves for me. Once I thought about it, I was like, why am I feeling so anxious about this? I saw that, Shane did a Snapchat, I believe, about how he isn't, he isn't trying to hurt anybody. He's not doing anything malicious intent. And I appreciate that that is true. And that made me feel a little more at ease. But it's like, I just don't want to see the people who just went through a bunch of stuff have to go through it all over again. And the comments all returning to their channels and it just seems like a lot. But I get it. Like, I get why he did it. I get why he's putting it in there. I mean, it was his last year, delving into the beauty community. So Samantha says, why are you not friends with Tati? It's not that we're not friends. We're just not close. Like, people come into your life and, you may chat with them every once in a while, but you're not friends. Like, that's kind of the situation. It's not that we're not friends. It's just we're not that close. You know what I'm saying? I try to be pretty genuine about my relationship with people and how close I am with different influencers. I don't want to inflate my relationship with Tati. I've met her a couple of times. We've talked through DM, like during, different situations and things. And like when I reviewed Halo Beauty, she helped me so much, like trying to help me to understand the ingredients and everything. And she was open for questions. And, she's just always been very kind to me. So when I say we're not friends, I just mean that we're not close. We're not, like, if she had a problem, she wouldn't ever come and be like, Jen, help me with my problem. You know what I mean? So she's an acquaintance. Exactly, Stacey. She's an acquaintance. So what I would like to know now is what you all are thinking about the beautiful world of Jeffree Star. Amanda says, you're nervous because of what they're showing because it's your community, not for you per se. Duh. It would be normal to feel that way. Any of us would be about a show about our own work. Amanda, I love that point. I think that that's a fantastic point. And I think that's it too. It's like you don't know what... When Shane drops a rock, it creates ripples. And it could affect me in some way eventually. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. And I think it's just like, Jennifer says, anybody know if Shane is dropping all 9 at once or will it be a week? I would imagine there's no way he's dropping all 9 at once. He's never done that before. I don't imagine he would do that now. The pattern that Shane tends to do is to drop one and then a couple weeks later drop another one, or a week later drop another one. And he edits during that week. Him and his team, they all edit and do all that. So I don't know how far, Shane follows me on Twitter. I think I sent him one message and he sent me one message back. So it's not like I got a relationship with Shane either. I don't know like what his plan is, but just based on the pattern of his releases in the past, I would imagine that he probably has the first one, maybe the second one done, or the second one started. That would be my guess. He probably just has a plan for all 9 is what I would imagine. That's my guess. Things by the Burke, who I believe has a YouTube channel. Yes, I do. She does. Things by the Burke. I have no idea what to think. I don't want to make any assumptions about the series until I see what it actually is about. Yeah, absolutely. And I totally, totally agree. I don't want to make assumptions about it either, but we did get some clues as to what this was going to be about and what was going to be happening. I mean, I did load up the video in case we wanted to chat about it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put it in, but I would really like to bring the volume down so that we don't have the volume, but I don't know if I know how to do that. Let's see, audio. Okay. I don't know if I can do that, but...
Sometimes you don't feel like a winner.
Okay, hold on. Let's just kind of skip through it. Okay, instead of playing the audio, let's just kind of skip through it. So, like we're seeing, Shane and Jeffree kind of hanging out and laughing and stuff, which is really cute to see. They're doing the private jet thing and Shane's editing and he looks really super concerned. You can watch the whole thing over on Jeffree's channel, of course. And I love this shot of the two of them. Jeffree's doing his Jeffree thing and Shane is doing his Shane thing. And he just looks like a deer in headlights. It's such a great shot of Shane there and Jeffree. And it goes great with the song that they played, which was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Let me flip you back over for a second. If you haven't seen if you don't know Tristan Paredes, and if you are interested in vocal, voice, any of that stuff, he's amazing. He did a little vocal thing on the song that plays here, and he talks about how she uses her voice to accentuate the tone of the song. And it was just really insightful and beautiful. But the song that they picked is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just incredible. I don't know how you all feel about it. All right, let's go ahead and flip over. We'll flip through it a little bit more. Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. So let's just kind of, I mean, all of Shane's stuff, he seems to be making like these kinds of faces, like the concerned face, more concerned faces. Of course, I'm just kind of haphazardly clicking through. And then this is the part where they're looking at all of Jeffree's fans, which I'm assuming some of them are Shane's fan. I think that Shane definitely minimizes. Okay, let me pull this over. One thing I noticed that Shane does is he minimizes his wealth and fame quite well. He does that all the time. You know, that pretending like he's not famous and he's not rich when he very much, in fact, is extremely famous and extremely rich. And, you know, people are going to come at me and say, how do you know Shane's rich? Come on. Come on. Look at the views on. Okay, let me just say, okay, the range usually for 1,000 views on YouTube, depending on how big your channel is, this is something I've noticed. Let's talk about making money on YouTube real quick for just a minute. When you first start your channel out, your rate you get paid per view for AdSense is much lower than as your channel grows. And this is something that I've learned because I've kind of gone up in how much I'm making per 1,000 views as my channel grows. So pretty typical is like $3 to $7 per 1,000 views. Okay. But that can go up very, very much. It can go up to $10, $15, $20, $25, $45 per 1,000 views. Okay, so let's just say Shane is making $10 per 1,000 views, which I would say is a very, very low ball number. And he's getting 22, 24 million views on a video. The man has a lot of money. And my only reason why, I'm not shaming him for that. I think it's wonderful. I'm very happy for his success. But I feel like he minimizes it and he tries to be like Mr. Everyday People when he's really, you know, I mean, he is probably in his heart Mr. Everyday People, but I don't think he presents that as much. Like with the song and everything, how I'm never going to be prom queen or whatever. Shane is prom queen, okay? There's so many people that love Shane. Like, I get it. But at the same time, it's like, he's very famous and very, very, very rich. So it's just one of those things. I don't know. It's just something I wanted to bring up. But Marcy says, but I thought he didn't have ads in his videos. Does he not? If he didn't have ads in his videos, I will be surprised. I have YouTube Premium or whatever they call it, so I don't get ads. But that's just kind of the way that I feel about it. Jessica says, Shane doesn't rub his money or fame in people's faces. Absolutely. And I think that's a really great point, Jessica, is that maybe he's just trying to minimize. Well, I mean, it's just, okay, I think there's a difference between not flaunting it and denying that it exists. And sometimes I feel like Shane gives the impression that it doesn't exist when it does. Like, I totally appreciate the not flaunting it. I love that. I love that about him and other YouTubers. You know, when you look at like Christine from Simply Nailogical and Jenna Marbles and people like that who, you know, they don't flaunt how successful they are. And I love that. I absolutely love that about them. I'm not trying to minimize that in any way, but thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate that, Jessica. Leslie Ann says, I just hope that he doesn't start dragging people. A lot of them are trying to move forward. Jeffree doesn't like it when they bring up his racist past, so I hope he doesn't bring more drama. Yeah, and I don't, from what I've heard from Shane, you know, as far as like his Snapchat and everything, it sounds like he's not trying to go there. So that's good. Okay, Brigida says, Shane does have ads in his videos. Not many, but he does have them. Can you imagine if Shane monetized, like put an ad like every 15 minutes, like some people do, or every 10 minutes, like some people do? Oh my gosh, insane. Shauna says, I'm also nervous for Tati, especially since Jeffree unfollowed her on all social media. I did hear that. I didn't watch any of the videos on it, but I did hear that. I read it as like titles and videos. How do you think the money from the video is split up? He has a sponsor. Oh yeah, between Jeffree and Shane, like whether Shane shares the profits with Jeffree, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even speculate to that. I have no idea. So, Brianna says, I love that Shane doesn't flaunt his wealth. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. Yeah, Ellen says, Elle May Fox says that Jeffree said they've been shooting since January, and it looks like they have, absolutely. Yeah, Stephanie says, I don't think Emily Noel flaunts it at all. Totally agree. Emily is like the most down-to-earth person ever. If you're new to my channel, I did go visit Emily about a year ago. She is so sweet and so down-to-earth. She's exactly what you would expect her to be based on her videos. She's so incredibly sweet. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's go back to the trailer and see what else we see. Okay. Sorry if it's a little bit loud. It sounds loud in my ears. Hopefully it's not loud in yours. So there's all the people, and this is real. This is a thing. Like whenever people like Jeffree, Manny, Nikki Tutorials, Laura Lee, James Charles, whenever these people go out in public, this is real. Like I've seen this happen at events. Maybe not to this extent over one influencer, but they're all there to see him, so that makes sense. But this is like legit their life. Okay. I'm not sure what's happening here. Okay, I thought this was a really fun shot. I don't know what exactly he's doing, putting Jeffree Star lipstick on a mannequin, but let's just go with it. I don't know. Okay, again, stressed out. Like he wants you to wonder what is happening. Why is he stressed? I guess that's Jeffree's offices, private jetting. And why is Shane deadlifting? Let's just talk for a second about why Shane's deadlift. I don't know why Shane's deadlifting. I lost it. Yeah, I can't get a better shot than just his knees. But I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. But hopefully it's Shane's doing something wonderful for his health. That would be fantastic. His form looked relatively good based on my 1 year of CrossFit experience. And I remember hearing Jeffree saying that they're going to cover the theft of his warehouse, which will be interesting to see. I would imagine that would be pretty early on because that happened quite a long time ago. I want to get to more stuff here. Let's skip ahead. And then eventually they show Shane and Ryland's engagement, which is so sweet. Ugh, love that. I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit more. Whoa, that's not a good shot of Jeffree. Let's go away from there. Poppers. Oh, and then Jeffree had lost his dog, so I'm sure that'll be in there too. I mean, this is going to cover a lot of things. I would imagine this shot is from when Jeffree's warehouse got broken into or the dog. That looks like a warehouse broken into. Look to me. Okay, this is where I start like, oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, look at his face. He's like Shane Dawson. It's about him. It's a Rich Lux video. He's searched for Rich Lux because there's Rich there. Yeah, interesting. And he's like, no. I don't know what the Polaroid thing is. It's kind of interesting. I mean, does anybody use Polaroids anymore? I don't know. That's them in the lab mixing some colors, which I think is super cool to see. I hope we see a lot of that. I'm looking forward to that. That looks like an I just lost my dog cry, which is awful. Like, I'm not trying to minimize this at all. I sound like I'm like, I promise you I'm not minimizing it. I'm just making a prediction. I mean, losing a pet is nothing to joke about. It's not funny. It's not in any way something to be happy about. And I mean, like, he's got kind of a little smile there. I guess Shane's trying to make him feel better. I lost my cat and it was one of the most devastating things. It's like losing a member of the family, you know. And then more of Shane and Jeffree, you know, and their friendship, which is cool, the engagement. Somehow I missed the showing of Tati on the screen. That was where I started to get really nervous. Looks like Shane's crying there. I mean, there's just so much in here. But it is a little repetitive in the content, though. Okay, here we go. So he's watching James Charles lose subscribers. Crazy. Shane Dawson is over party. So that was the thing where there was something about an old podcast where he was talking about his cat. So I guess he'll talk about that. And then Jeffree crying. Okay, here we go. See, I don't want to... Okay, let me go back. Even though I've got my issues with who I believe James Charles is as a person, and I'm not a fan of what I believe, you know, all of that, I don't want to see him have to go through that all over again. You know, like, it's like he already went through that, man. Like, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm reserving judgment. We're almost done flipping through. So let me just go ahead and flip you back over so we can flip through the rest. Ugh. And Jeffree and everybody's watching it. And I believe there's a shot of Rich. Yeah, there was a shot of Rich somewhere in this little segment. If I could turn the volume down, I would. Let me see. No. I thought that was a button that I could turn off the audio. But there was a shot of Rich Lux. There he is. And he looks upset too. Like they were all watching it together. All right. So that was essentially the trailer without the best, well, maybe not the best part, but one of my favorite parts, which was the music. So what do you all think? And then we'll move on to another topic. Britt Clark, who also has a YouTube channel, she says, I think this series is going to be widely about cancel culture and how it affects people in real life. Yeah. And I think that, cancel culture is one of those things where there can be very valid reasons for canceling someone, canceling a brand. There can be very valid reasons for that. And I think those reasons vary from person to person. And I think that's how it gets so complicated, is because the reasons do vary from person to person. And I think that with cancel culture, I think when we will be able to really make progress is when we can accept that it's okay for someone to believe that a brand or person should be canceled and another person believe not, and that it's okay to have two different opinions on that. I think that that's when we'll truly make progress on that topic. Because I do feel like in some cases it's the canceling is so ridiculous. And I think that the social experiment that was not experiment because it wasn't intentional. I don't believe at all it was intentional, of the canceling of James Charles and Tati Westbrook, and to an extent Jeffree Star during that whole situation. I feel like it really showed us how fickle audiences are. Where let's all unsubscribe from James Charles. Well, now he put out this video and now we know more of the story, so let's all resubscribe. And it was like this roller coaster of up and down and up and down. And it was, I don't know, I saw it to be absolutely insane to watch, the whole up and down of everything. It was so weird. I'm trying to find something. Fatima says it's about Jeffree Star helping Shane become a better self-esteem, his ED, strong person in cancel culture. We will see. We will see. I forgot that Shane has an eating disorder. I forgot that fact. That's true. Darlene says, I think it's okay to unsubscribe, but not as a knee-jerk reaction. I think it's okay to unsubscribe whenever you feel like unsubscribing. I mean, I don't shame anybody that unsubscribes and resubscribes because you change your mind, but it was just like, it was interesting to watch the mass exodus and then the mass resubscribes. It was just really interesting, and I'm curious to see how Shane is going to tackle that, because I do think that he's going to talk about that. It's pretty interesting. Apparently, Teresa is dead is here. Hello to Teresa. We talked about her channel last week and how amazing it is. I did just order some Teresa's Dead merch. My Garbage Person shirt should be here mid-October, and I am so excited. I have my Smoky Glow Hi Friends mug. Represent. Love me some merch. So yeah. But anyway, that's kind of the where I'm feeling about it. I don't know. Veronica says, what I want to know is, where is Kat Von D hiding? Steph says, like, you have no other content than to bring up the past and repackage it into a documentary. I wish I had the time to dwell in the past. Steph, I get your point, but this is the thing is, I think that reality TV has changed our perspective on what is real time. And when we watch a reality television show, all of that stuff was pre-recorded probably at least 6 months ago. So that stuff isn't even happening in real time. We know that it's real time because we lived through it, but I don't know. You can't, it's like bringing up the past and repackaging it as a documentary. It's like you can't make a documentary about something that's currently happening. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be impossible for him to make a documentary on what's happening right now. It has to be something from the past. Like, because anytime you watch something that's pre-recorded, it's something that happened from the past. And if they've been working on it for a year, which something of this magnitude has to be for a year. Like, I get your point. I totally get your point. But it's like, his job is to create content on YouTube that people want to watch. And I think that this is something that people want to watch overall. That's my opinion. And it's totally okay if you disagree. I love Steph. Steph's amazing. She's one of our moderators, and I totally see your point. Absolutely. And Steph, I know you're not alone in feeling that way. I think that there are probably a lot of people that feel exactly the way that you do. Let's see. Caroline says documentaries are about the past. They can't do documentaries on the future. Well, that's true. I mean, I don't think that was what Steph was saying about doing it for the future. I think that, she was saying, that it's just kind of dredging up stuff that's been done like for a while. You know what I'm saying? Apparently Nick from The Viewer's Voice is here. And just a heads up, I do believe Nick has already spilled the beans. Nick is going to be coming on live chat next week to answer your questions at 5 p.m. Eastern time. But I will have a place for you to submit questions for Nick. That'll be on YouTube community this week, probably Tuesday, Wednesday-ish. And then also on Twitter, there'll be a place for you to leave questions for Nick from The Viewer's Voice, because he's coming on chat. And a big thing I want to talk to Nick about is the future of YouTube drama on YouTube drama on YouTube, obviously. Because I do feel like, and Nick, you can totally weigh on this, especially when you come back in, is that, I feel like the YouTube drama / commentary has evolved in a really interesting way, where we started off with Sanders Kennedy kind of trying to do a news kind of segment. And then we got the people who were making stuff up for views. We had that. I'm not even going to talk about those people. The people that just like took the things that Sanders was reporting on and made it more sensational by adding assumptions and presenting them as fact, which I felt like was the worst time in YouTube drama, was when those people were popular. And then Here for the Tea jumped in and kind of took a spin off of what Sanders was doing, but dug even deeper than Sanders did, and really tried to really pull the facts out. And then we went into the evolution of Rich bringing in the comedy aspect, and that was new. And then after Rich, Nick and Allie and all of them, and then they develop this friendship and they kind of become a group. And then when something happens with one of them, they all band together because they're friends. But then what does that mean as far as their commentary on things that are happening on YouTube? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's where I want to talk to Nick about, is how he feels that is evolving, and what that means for commentary on YouTube. It's such an interesting topic for me. And one reason why I love these live chats and these interviews is because I find people absolutely fascinating. I think people are so interesting. And I think that this group of people, this group of YouTube drama channels who have become friends, I find them fascinating as a group. And I really want to kind of ask Nick questions about how he feels about all of that stuff. So about bias in the community, and about, is there anybody that gets a pass, and all of that. So definitely tune in next week for all of that, because I'm really curious to get his point of view. So, yeah. But I'm not even going to go there, because then I'll end up start naming names, and I don't even want to bring attention to the people that are so ridiculous. So that's a thing. Let me go ahead and let's take a little bit of an emotional break for a second. Let me talk to you about what's on my face a little bit. So on my eyes today, I have on my lid primarily this Tarte Wild Heart Chrome paint. And I've talked about these in the past. These are really, really good. They're beautiful. It's like that shifty duochrominess going on, but they're extremely messy, which I hate. But they're beautiful. They do transfer really badly on my lids because they're very soft, and there's a good emollient in there that will, make it kind of wet and everything. But I do really like these. I also have the Goddess palette from Alter Ego. Alter Ego is a dupe brand, so this is what that looks like. So I'm still kind of developing opinions on this. So that's a thing. And then on my lips today, I have, I'm going through a period where I'm obsessed with Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks. At the Sephora sale, I bought 9 of them because they were on sale. I wanted to throw away my old ones because they're at least 2 years old, and I just wanted to do that. And then I ended up buying a bunch more. So on my lips today is a mix of Knock on Wood and Cork, and then I have a lip gloss over top. And I just really love this formula. It's not the most comfortable formula in the world, but it layers really well with lip gloss for me, so that's why I really like it. Christy, Jen, why are you starting into this being a drama channel? Hun, you know I love you, but I see you being carried into something that used to not have to be on your channel. It was a safe place, and now. Christy, I love that you asked that question. Thank you so much for bringing that up. You are not alone in your feelings. I am not a drama channel. I find people fascinating. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I bring up a lot of controversial topics, from what happened with me and L'Occitane, for example, and our terrible breakup, me and L'Occitane, from the crayon case, and what happened with them and their misbranding of their product. From how much money people make on YouTube, from how big influencers make it on YouTube, and what I think the factors are for large influencers making on YouTube. I've always brought up sticky topics, and the only difference here is I'm doing it live, and I'm doing it for an hour, and I'm doing it almost weekly. That's the only difference. I find people very fascinating, and this is the thing. I love makeup. I absolutely love makeup. I'm still putting out, except for this week because I had a health issue, I put up 3 other videos a week that are makeup related and not commentary related. And I do believe that it's really important for people to find what they enjoy on a channel. And if they don't enjoy it, then don't watch the stuff that you don't enjoy, but let it be. Let it be, let it be. Such a great song. Let it be. If you don't like live chat, don't watch live chat. And it's totally okay. But let the people who like live chat enjoy it. There are a lot of people that love live chat the way that it is now. And I love live chat the way that it is now. And it's totally okay if you don't love it. But you don't have to watch it, and it's totally okay. I put up tons of other content on my channel that is not commentary related. So am I becoming a drama channel, Christy? Absolutely not. Do I enjoy commentary? Absolutely. Will I continue live chat like this? Absolutely, because I enjoy it and my audience enjoys it. And if you go back and look at the 5.5 years of live chats that I did on makeup related topics and see how interested the community was in them, not so much. I did that for 5.5 years, every single weekend. And they would get a fraction of the attention that the rest of my content did. And now that I'm talking commentary, the audience is very engaged and loving it. So why, if my audience is telling me they want to watch something, why would I stop? You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense, especially if I love it too. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense. So that's kind of where I'm going with it. So Starla says you go, Joe, thanks. I mean, but the thing is Christy is not alone. There's so many people that feel the exact same way she does. And what I would encourage you to do is, if you're not enjoying it, just don't watch it, and it's totally okay. I'm not upset with you if you don't want to watch it. I'm not upset at all. So we will not talk about the dark corners of the internet here. They are irrelevant. Someone brought up a dark corner of the internet. We don't talk about those. Oh, we're bringing the puppy in. Puppy. Hi, baby. Oh, it's my baby. Oh, hello, Haley. You want to say hi? Hold on, let's see if I can turn you so you can see her. Oh, just my baby. Jennifer says, I love the live chat. So glad you do them. Gives us actual voice on subjects. So I'm trying to get her not to lick my face because I have makeup on. I don't want her to eat my makeup. Lori says, love live chats. Yay. Virginia says, nothing wrong with having constructive discussion. Absolutely. Meme says, Meme Pie, really love your chat sessions in a sector that is frequently considered vapid. I appreciate your intelligent commentary about the industry. Thank you so much. Starla says, talk about what you want. Yay, puppy dad. I know, she is so sweet. She's doing so good. The only thing about the puppy is the puppy keeps peeing on the floor, and we're still working on that. Oh, she's squiggling. Okay, I won't make you stay up here if you're squiggling. Here, go back to daddy here. What's up?
It's a come here, baby.
All right, here you go. You got her? All right. Okay, cool. Yeah, she's doing really well. She just keeps peeing on the floor. That's the only thing. But we're working on bell training her. She's making good progress. She's now going over to the door, but she's not ringing the bell. So we're working on it. Slow but steady progress. The first bell I bought for her was too loud and it scared her. So now I got her jingle bells, and she seems to like the jingle bells better. Monty, you know what, Monty? This is the thing. Monty B says, Jen is manipulating us via the cute puppy for more views. Monty, you know what? What's really funny is you're not wrong in that some people will hate me for that. It's the weirdest thing. People are like, she just got a puppy because she wants more views. That's the only reason why she got a puppy. You know, people are so flippin' ridiculous, and they make stuff up. Like, it's insane. Like, I never thought that people were as awful as they are. Like, I had no idea how terrible people could be until like the past couple of years when, you know, the dark quarter started like chiming in. Like, it's insane how ridiculous people are and the conclusions people draw. It's insane. Yeah, so I love her even though she pees on the floor. We'll just keep working on it. It's all good. Britt Clark says, don't forget to like these videos if you enjoy the live streams. Absolutely, please do. And whenever you like a video, keep this in mind. Whenever you like a video from any creator that you love, what it tells YouTube is that they should share this more with other people. So it just takes a quick click, and it really does help. And it's free, and it just takes a second click, and then it's good. So I definitely recommend, no matter who you're watching, if you love their content, please hit the thumbs up button, no matter who it is. Journal says, so that's what James Charles got a puppy. I did see he got a puppy. He got a little white puppy, didn't he? So cute. I didn't watch the video, though. Brigida says, you can manipulate me with puppies all day, every day. She is such a sweetheart. Oh, my gosh. Erica says, will you merch with It's Insane in it? You know, I've wanted to do merch for a while, and like, I'm seeing all these people come out with merch, and I'm so jealous of their merch. Like, I just got my Bailey Sarian Suspish sweatshirt. I was gonna wear it today, but it's just too stinging hot. It's not fall feeling here yet. It's gonna be like 80 degrees again today. I am not loving it. I got my Suspish sweatshirt. I really wanted to wear it today, and then I got a Back to the Future long sleeve that I want to wear so bad, and I can't wear it. It's too hot. But yeah, I love merch, and I would love to develop some merch. The thing is about merch is some merch that I've purchased, some is better quality than others, and I want to make sure that my merch is like really high quality. And like the stuff that John gets for his studio is so incredibly soft. So I don't think I would go through Teespring. I would go through the channels that John has for what he does for his business. And so that I would have to like set up a website and all that, because I want to make sure that you get the highest quality merch at the cheapest price, because these places like Teespring jack up the prices so much because they're giving a cut to the creators and they're keeping a cut. And then they have artist designers and all of that. So it inflates the price for the customer. So what I would love to do is create a line of merch that doesn't go through an overhead like Teespring. Like we do have access to a distributor that we can use for the merch if we ever decide to do it. It's a lot because I don't want to go through the regular channels that other people do, because I do have this ability to go through this distributor where most people don't have that access. So Cruddy Human. Diana says Cruddy Human shirts. Yes, yes. I always wanted to do tote bags that say I don't buy crap. Or like makeup bags that say I don't buy crap. I think that would be great. Oh, Terry Lee is here. Hello, Terry Lee. She says, I have a daughter named Haley. I didn't know that. How did I not know this? How did I not know this? Shay Ray Burr says, I wonder if Jaclyn Hill lipstick drama will be in the series. Suspish. Yeah, I don't know. Brittany says, what kind of puppy is she? Haley is a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, which is my dream dog. Yeah, so Serena says, can John make designs for your merch? He could probably help with it, honestly. Like, there are people, there's a person that works, a woman that works for my husband that I've already talked with her about designing my merch. She's amazing, and I would love for her to design it. And wait till you see her art. It's insane. What's up? Thanks, babe. Did you? It was bothering him, apparently. Yes, reusable shopping bags, Meggery. Exactly. Telestra says, friends don't let friends buy crap makeup. There you go. There you go. Blonde and bougie, your skin's looking amazingly gorgeous. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I am wearing, let me show you what I'm wearing. Okay, so, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hit that and make a loud noise. I'm wearing on my face the Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. I'm wearing that, and then I'm wearing, let's see, what's my highlight today? What did I put on? I don't even remember. I lost it already. Oh, Laura Geller's Gilded Honey is what's on my cheeks today. There we go. There we go. And I'm wearing the Cover FX setting powder, which I think really sets this beautifully. Yes. Olivia, what's your skincare routine right now? I am working on, I'm going to put up a video of a bunch of skincare I've been trying. I haven't been doing a strict routine. I've been kind of flip-flopping around products because this is what I'm kind of learning about my skin. Because my biggest concern is anti-aging, you really have to, when you're working with anti-aging skincare, you really have to use it for a long period of time in order to see any kind of minimizing of fine lines, things like that, like 3 to 4 months. And I just wanted to try a lot of products for you. So my next skincare video that I'm working on right now is going to focus on, like, I've got some stuff from Fourth Ray Beauty, I've got some stuff from Revolution Skincare, some lower cost stuff, but then I've also got things from pharmacy. There's a pharmacy product I've been using recently that I really, really love. And then I've got some Polish Choice stuff in there. So it's going to be a big range of products and just kind of giving you the nitty gritty on the ingredients, giving you the nitty gritty on the, how they feel, how they smell, that kind of thing, rather than the actual results of it, because I can't give you that information because I haven't been religious in a specific skincare routine. So, but I'm really looking forward to that. On my nails today, Kimmy, is a brand called Fresh Paint that you used to be able to get. I'm not sure if you can still get it at a store called Five Below that we have on our side of the country. I'm not sure where you live. And it is discontinued. So if you ever find Fresh Paint metallic nail polishes, they are amazing. And I think they were like $3 a piece. They're amazing. But I don't think they sell them anymore, which makes me sad. Last time I went in there, they only had the glitter ones, and that was like a year ago. Carrie says skincare is so personal. Everyone's skin is different. Absolutely, Carrie. And I think that's what makes reviewing skincare so difficult, because everybody's, people are allergic to different things. People are sensitive to different things. People have oily skin, dry skin, combo skin. They live in different climates, which a lot of people don't think about makes a huge difference in a skincare routine, is what climate you live in, the time of year. All of that factors into a skincare routine. So that's, I think that makes the video that I want to create a little more valuable, in that it's focusing on the ingredients and the texture and how it feels and all of that, rather than focusing on how it works as a whole. Even though I think how it works as a whole is really helpful, but I think the other information sometimes is even more valuable than how it works. So, youth to the people, Susan says, I have a gift set. My friend Nancy, I think, is here. I have a gift set Nancy bought for me of Youth to the People stuff, and I was waiting to try it as a regimen. And every time it was time for me to switch, I forgot that it was there, and I still have it. So maybe after I finish this video, I'll do the Youth to the People stuff, because I've heard such wonderful things about it, such wonderful thing. And I've got like a little travel size gift set that I need to use. So. Veggie Stan, Polish Choice is so good. The SA Toner and the Niacinamide Booster are my favorite. I love Polish Choice skincare, honestly. Like, they send me PR. I just want to be full disclosure. They send me PR. But I love Polish Choice before they even sent me PR. I love Polish Choice stuff. So, somebody had asked what my shirt is. It says, it just says love one another down here. So, and it's a tree. All that positive stuff. Linda says, live your life. Linda, live your life says, also a person's skin can change. Absolutely, with age. That's a really great point, Linda, that I left out, is that your age makes a huge difference. Absolutely. What my skin needs now is totally different than what it needed 10 years ago. Not totally different, but still different. So now we're just kind of popping around topics right now. I did see Tab is here. I wanted to acknowledge the fabulous Tabitha B for your general awesomeness, and thank you for being here. Luna Girl, I have some Good Molecules stuff that I'm going to be talking about as well. Thank you for reminding me. She says, I've been adding Good Molecules into my mix and I love it. Yeah, there's some really Good Molecule stuff as well. Their facial oil I've really been enjoying a lot. Shay Ray Burr says, that's a beautiful shirt. Thank you so much. Let's see, how are we doing on time? Okay, we've got about 15 minutes left. Lacey wants to know how my headache is. I've had, if you didn't know, I did put up something in YouTube community. I don't want to go over the whole thing, but I had something called a thunderclap headache, and it was absolutely terrifying. I have had a pretty constant headache since Wednesday, but it's very mild at this point. I woke up this morning with no headache, and I was so excited, and then as soon as I stood up, my headache came back, and I was like, so I do still have a mild headache right now. Hopefully it'll go away soon, and I'll be speaking with my doctor on Monday about some test results that they did. So, and then Jennifer Bray wants to know how my armpit doing. Left pit is doing much better. I'd actually made an appointment for left pit because left pit for my deodorant journey, my natural deodorant journey, was really mad at me, and I had lumps under my armpit, and I had some dermal issues going on. So that was why I'd scheduled my appointment. And then I happened to get my thunderclap headache the night before. So I ended up talking to them about both. But I am working on a natural deodorant video as well. And this is going to be very interesting. I don't want to spoil the whole thing for you, but it's going to be very interesting. We're going to go over why people switch to natural deodorant, what the science is behind switching to natural deodorant, and whether people should even switch to natural deodorant. Is there really any benefit to using natural deodorant? We'll talk about that, and we'll talk about the products that I used and my skin's reaction to whether certain products worked or not. I've tried 3 different natural deodorants at this point, and I have a feeling that's where I'm going to stop. So I'm really excited for that video because I do feel like there's a lot of misconceptions about natural deodorant and the benefits of it. So I do want to talk about that. And I think it's going to be a really great video. So hopefully you all are subscribed and will stay tuned to that. Robbie says Botox for headache. I don't know if that's what's happening at this point. I'm so new to this that I don't want to do anything like Botox at this point. I mean, I get like 2 or 3 headaches a year, and usually it's from dehydration because I didn't drink enough water that day. So this whole headache thing is new to me as of Wednesday. So I'm not ready to do any kind of like craziness for my headaches. I have to figure out what is happening with my head first. And these lab results I'm going to get on Monday hopefully will give me some insights into that. I saw Jen Gerard is here. Hello, Jen. Good to see you. Isabella says, yay, I love information-based educating beauty videos. Your sunscreen video is one of my fave. Oh, thank you so much. And I'm noticing more and more that channels like Dr. Dre are getting a lot of attention, which I think is fantastic. You know, people really looking at trying to learn, and Kenna, if you don't know Kenna, who really popped out of nowhere with the Jaclyn Hill lipstick situation, and she's putting out some fantastic videos about she's a biochemist who also has her own skincare line, and it's really, it's great to see that side of YouTube gaining popularity. It really makes me happy to see. So speaking of that, I did want to mention something that made me really sad about our community, and it was a tweet by Angelica Nyquist. And if you do not know Angelica, she is incredibly talented. I'm 99% sure she's Swedish. I will be so sad if I'm wrong there. But she is an amazing human and just such a beautiful person, incredibly talented at makeup, excellent makeup reviewer. And she had tweeted that she's thinking about taking a break from YouTube because her videos just aren't getting the views that they used to get. And it makes me really sad to see the YouTube review seeming to go down the same path as YouTube tutorials did, where people just don't seem to be as interested in reviews of single products as they used to. And it makes me really sad. I mean, I feel like that's just, that's been my niche for a very long time, is the individual product review. And I don't know. I mean, I would love to know your thoughts on why you think people aren't watching product reviews as much anymore. I mean, I feel like part of it is that the people that are on YouTube watching YouTube beauty videos, a lot of people already have a very full collection and are realizing that they just don't need any more makeup. That it's like, how many eyeshadow palettes do I really need? Do I need to watch this video in order to decide if I want to buy it when I've already decided I don't want to buy it because I don't need it? I think that's kind of what's happening. And yes, she's Swedish. Okay, good. Thank you, Kat. I was pretty sure, but, sometimes I think I might be wrong and I'm second guessing myself. And it just makes me really sad because there's so many good YouTube review channels. There's so many good tutorial channels out there, and they're just not getting the views that they used to. And it's just, yeah, Jacqueline Ruiz says, I think people just have exhaustion, and I think so too. Shay Ray Burr says she does such beautiful, colorful, bold, creative looks. I don't know why more don't watch her. She's such a sweetheart. She is. She really, really is. And I mean, I feel like that people are tuning in to YouTube beauty now, not just for the beauty content, but for the entertainment aspect of it. I mean, you look at channels like Raw Beauty Christie, she just hit 750,000 subscribers. Views are through the roof. Raw Science Christie, no matter how gross it is entertaining. It's very entertaining, and you learn a lot through it too. Her content is funny and you learn at the same time, and I think that that's the way YouTube beauty going, is like Christy, where you are, yes, talking about makeup products, but doing it in a way that gives some other value along with it, which I think it's wonderful, but it's very hard to do. If you don't have, Christy's just naturally funny, but a lot of people just don't have naturally that kind of personality, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know. Gabrielle says, I love Angelica. I hope she doesn't leave YouTube. I hope so too. I adore her, and she's so good at what she does. She's so good, and I still watch a lot of Angelica's videos. I love her ones where she goes, kind of does the rundown of the of the products that are coming out and everything. I love it. Absolutely love it. Diane says, it seems like to me people are more interested in the gossip channels. Oh my gosh, absolutely. It's the entertainment aspect of it. Absolutely. Aaron says, I just still love watching reviews, but I have to really love the reviewer because I'm living vicariously through them. I can't afford what they're reviewing. And Aaron, I don't think that you're alone. I think a lot of people feel that way. Absolutely. Linda, live your life, but do we all really need makeup? We like it, but it's not medication. And, this is the thing. I think that, like with anything, all right, everybody has their interests, whether it's, I've talked about this before, whether it's the classic cars or a specific sports team or, a specific television show that you're really into, or, there's a plethora of things, whether it, knitting or, whatever it is. Most people have something that they really, really love. And for some people, it's makeup. Is it a need? For some women specifically, yes, because in their workplace, it's still a thing where if you don't wear makeup to work, you are considered unprofessional. That is still a thing. Should it be a thing? I don't think so. Absolutely not. But there are some workplaces that believe that. So I think for some people, depending on how archaic their workplace is, it is a thing that they need. Do we need as much makeup as we have as a collective? Probably not. Just the basic makeup like we used to have before YouTube beauty became a thing. But I think a lot of people, use makeup for multiple purposes. Like for me, the reason why I love makeup is it's a relaxing thing for me. It's my de-stress time. It's my time it's a creative outlet kind of thing. How can I put these colors together and make it look good? And I like the way it looks on my face. It's fun. Like today I went this whole like browning, I don't know what's on my eyes thing. And I had so much fun. I really enjoyed it. And I think a lot of people, it brings them joy to use makeup. And I think we're chasing the products that bring us joy. And a lot of times we buy a product and we think that it's going to bring us joy and then it doesn't. And then we're constantly chasing that joy. Or we buy a product, it brings us joy. And then over time, it's not bringing us joy anymore. And we need that joy again. So we go and try to purchase something else to try to find that joy that we find in this makeup for whatever personal reason. Linda, I get your point as far as do we really need makeup? But I think that it's more than that for some people. I do. I think that it is a need, I think, emotionally for some people. And also people that have skin conditions that specifically get more confidence from wearing makeup because they're covering a skin condition or, because they have small eyes and they feel like their eyes get bigger when they wear makeup, or they have small lips, or they have, their cheekbones aren't prominent and they want, we pick apart our faces way more than any other person would ever pick apart our faces. And sometimes makeup can help with that, to help us feel more confident. And it just depends on the person. Jasper's Casper says, as a cancer patient, makeup is one of the few things that makes me feel normal. And I think that that's very special. And I think it's another one of those things that it's such a complex human thing that it's hard to pin down why people need makeup, because I think for every person it's different. And we can only speak to our own personal thing. And some people never wear makeup. The vast majority of the people that I spend time with, the women that I know, wear very little makeup, if any at all. I mean, they just don't, they're not, it's just not a thing, you know, for them, which is why I have so much makeup, you know, that I give away, you know, because it's people that are around me don't use it, you know. So Michelle says you're treated differently without makeup, and I think sometimes that can definitely be true, and that's just a nod to our society and the way that it is right now, and the way that it's been for a long time, you know. Yeah, Kimmy says, I literally heard people in the office ask a coworker if she was sick when she tried to not wear makeup. That definitely happened to me in the workplace multiple times when I was teaching. Whenever I didn't wear makeup, I always got asked if I was sick, if I was feeling okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because they didn't know what I looked like without it. So... Amanda says, I just want to say thank you. I rank you one of the highest to watch on YouTube. Thank you. Nobody else really goes in depth. You do, and the ingredients, etc. And you're politely, brutally honest. Thank you. I try really hard to be politely, brutally honest. Sometimes I miss the mark. I'm not perfect, but I really do try. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. Telestra says, it's my shield. If I feel better about my face, I'm less likely to take verbal abuse from strangers and family. There you go. There you go. Nothing to add to that. That is a valid experience that I'm sure many, many people feel. Many people feel. Poisonous Paradox says, as a mom, my makeup is my happy place outside of parenting. It's what I do for me to remind me that I have my own identity. So yeah, I feel like I need that. But I can see where people may not identify with that. There are so many people that do and so many people that don't. And I think the most important thing is to try to understand each other and respect that it's okay to have different opinions on it, and to not shame either side for having a different opinion. Because in the end, it's our face, and what we want to do to our face, whether it's nothing or whether it's full beat or whether it, you know, whatever, that's our choice. You know, it's our face. You know what I'm saying? All right, we've got 3 minutes left. What do you all want to talk about? Let's see. Donna says, I've always liked makeup. Gave me confidence as a teen, breaking out and being blotchy. So many of my coworkers wear bare minimum or no makeup. I wear full face daily, even when I work overnight. Mm-hmm. Yep. I love that you all are sharing all of your experiences and your thoughts about this topic. It's such a beautiful thing to hear your opinions. Sammy says, we also need you. Well, also, you need you to realize people understand the time and effort it takes to put on makeup, and if someone isn't doing it, they might not be feeling up to par. That's very true. That it may just be a day where you just don't feel up to it. Absolutely. I mean, I go shopping I will go, I don't have to wear makeup out, but a lot of people do feel like they need to wear makeup out, and there's no shame to that. And there are people that, you know, put it on some days and on not other days because they just didn't feel like it. I mean, it's such an individual experience. It really is. Val says, I just want to say how beautiful person you're inside and out. Thank you. I like me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Makeup Mama. A lot of the beauty gurus in their 30s have filler or Botox. Of course, my skin as a 36-year-old isn't going to be anything like theirs. I like to find creators who push their natural beauty. And I do feel like that's their choice again. It's their face to do with what they like. You know, and I think identifying with who you're watching in one way or another, whether it's emotionally, whether it's, you know, this is a person you could hang out with, or whether it's someone that's your age that puts on makeup the way that you put on makeup, I think that's really important in finding the channels that are right for you. You know, Sorojan says, I can't really wear it at my hot warehouse job, and I miss it so much. I'm getting used to letting my hyperpigmentation be on display, and I'm kind of grateful for that. I love that story. These are so good. These are such good stories. I love this. I love this so much for us. This is so good. Banshee Muse, where I work, not very many ladies do wear makeup as much as I do. I just love it. It makes me happy. There you go. Cleo says, I can walk out barefaced, but I like to feel pretty. There you go. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining live chat. Oh, you know what? We've got 1 more minute. Let's do like a couple more because these stories are so good. Amanda says, I didn't wear makeup when I worked graveyard shift, and I had to relearn how to apply it, and I had zero confidence. It was the worst time of my life. Makeup makes me feel creative and put together. Monica, I feel way better looking healthy to others, I guess, with the application of makeup. Sadly, a lot of times I'm fatigued and don't want to put makeup on. Well, Monica, you've been through a lot. So I get you. I get you. You've been through so much. So, but I'm happy that you're here with us, and I'm happy that you're contributing to the conversation, and I love you dearly. Brigida says, Jen, you're awesome. You're reading my comments. The last 2 live chats have made my days. I just read the ones that are in front of me, but I'm so happy. She says, I've been so sick the last 2 days. And this was a very appreciated break for me. Thank you. Oh, thank you for sharing. I love this. Let's all just give each other a big hug. I just want to hug all of you. This has been such a nice chat. It's been wonderful. All right. I really should get going. I have to, actually, I didn't take a shower yet today. I have to go take a shower because my hair is really gross. Because I woke up too late because I've been trying to get more sleep because of my headache. But I got to go take a shower because my parents are coming over for dinner. I'm making my parents dinner and I'm very excited. We're making an old home chef recipe, and it is a panko crusted chicken breast, and you put sauteed onions on it, and then a slice of Swiss cheese. So it's almost like French onion soup kind of thing. And then we're going to do some green beans and some Parmesan potatoes. And that's what I'm making tonight for my mama and my daddy coming over. And they get to hang out with the puppy. My mom's met my puppy, but my dad hasn't met my puppy. So really excited to have them over. I've got to clean up my room. My room's a mess. I've like, if you could see like the stuff that you can't see, like, is bad. So thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. Mad love to you. I will see you next week for Nick Snyder's chat. I'm so anxious to talk with him and about what's happening in our community and his take on drama on YouTube. Really excited for that. So look out for on YouTube community. You can find that on your, if you have mobile, it should show up in your regular feed when it pops up. If you are on desktop or a laptop, you need to go over to my channel page. So look for it like Wednesday. It should be up by Wednesday. I usually collect everything and send it over because I do give the people that I interview a preview of the questions that are coming so that they're able to kind of prepare and know what they're going to say ahead of time. I mean, you never know what we're going to talk about, but you know, just the public comments that people are bringing up, I always send those over. So I'll send those to him on Friday. So make sure you pop over and check it out on my YouTube community tab on my channel. You have to search for my name, find my channel, or you can click on my name from one of my videos and then go over to the community tab and look for it there. So look for that on Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. And you'll have until Thursday to finish asking questions. So thank you again so much for being here. Mad love to you. And I will see you in a video very, very soon. Favorites and fails for September coming up this week. Mad love. Bye.